Do you ever get nervous before teaching a class or giving a talk? You feel your heart racing, this little shaky energy, and you just wish it would go away. Good. Number one, that means you are human. It means that you care. And if you didn't feel nervous, you might be a psychopath. My name's Lou. I'm a meditation teacher and coach, and I've given hundreds of talks and classes from groups of one to hundreds in an auditorium. And what I've learned is that the nervous energy is not something that we should push away, that it is actually something to embrace, that it is our path of growth. And in this video, I'm gonna give you 4 mantras that help me turn nervous energy into grounded excitement. Number 1, what I say to myself is, this is a good thing. Joseph Campbell said, the cave you feared to enter holds the treasures you seek. So every time you feel that fear, that is something to go towards, because that is how we grow. So when you're feeling those nerves, say, this is a good thing. I am growing. And it's when you're not feeling nervous anymore that is a sign that your growth is plateauing or stagnant. Number 2, I say to myself, it's okay to make mistakes. I used to over-prepare for every presentation and talk, thinking that I needed to know every word. If I made a mistake, they were gonna start throwing tomatoes at me. They would know. But no one has any idea what your presentation or talk is about. And so getting out of your head that you have to get it perfect helps you to stay present. Because what often ends up happening is when you're trying to not make mistakes, you make one mistake, you're self-conscious about it, and then you feel your mind disassociating from what you're actually saying. The nervousness gets a little bit more intense, and you start going downhill fast. And so just say to yourself before, it's okay to make mistakes. Mistakes are the way that I get better at my presentation. They say a good presentation is not created, it is earned. It is earned through making a lot of mistakes and learning and improving as we go along. Number 3, it's probably better than you think. Say that to yourself as you're going through. We are our own worst critic. So many times I have given a class or a presentation, and as we're going along, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. They hate this. No one's smiling. They're not laughing when it's supposed to be funny. And I'm just in my head. And then afterwards, someone comes up to me and says, oh, I love that. That was really great. Or someone else says something else. And I realize that I am not the best judge ever of whether it is good, because I am holding myself to a much higher standard than anyone else is holding me to. So when I'm going through the presentation and I feel that nervousness, I'm wondering if it's good or not, I just say to myself, it's probably better than you think. And again, I'm back in my body, I'm back flowing rather than in my head. Number 4, just have fun. It's not that high of stakes. It's okay if it goes to crap, if it is the worst thing in the world. I've had that experience before, I promise you, where it all went to crap. I had to leave the room. I completely forgot what I was saying. And I realized that if I just was having fun at that moment, if I didn't think that my career was over, it would be a totally different story. I would have rebounded from that. And so before every presentation, just again, to make a lightness out of the nervousness, I remind myself, if I'm having fun, they're having fun. And you can have fun. You can feel nervousness and have fun. And that nervousness turns to excitement. You start wanting to feel nervous again because you know that you're alive, that you're leaning into your edge. So I hope you found one of these helpful. They're simple, practical. Go ahead and use them for your next presentation. Let me know which one stood out for you by leaving a comment. Like and subscribe to the channel if you're wanting more support around sharing yourself, sharing your work in different ways. And if you want to watch the webinar that I was most recently nervous at, I did a webinar to help coaches and teachers use guided meditations to attract clients. It was the first time doing a webinar, and I was feeling this nervousness from it, and that's why I wanted to write these things down for you. And if you're like, well, I want to see the webinar where Lou did for the first time and was a little nervous around you, so go ahead, check in the description below. You can sign up for the free webinar to attract clients using guided meditations. You also see me real time do something for the first time where I was feeling nervous. Thanks so much, and I look forward to connecting soon.